Imagine a place where time has no relevance. Imagine a place where there is no set language. Imagine a place where there is no set measurement. And imagine a place where there is no past and no future, only the present. Now, realize that this place actually exists. In northwestern Brazil, along the Macy River, in the Amazon, live the Pirahan Indians, who speak in hums and whistles, have no set language, have no set measurement, and only believe in the present. They live the idea of carpe diem. Now let's think of something entirely different. Imagine a cluttered desk. Imagine 6 coffee cups in front of you, and imagine that you're on your 5th. Imagine that pressure you get at the back of your head when you start to feel the chaos and the stress rising. This is the average life of any millennial. Now, I know you may not think that a millennial experiences this. I know you may not think that every millennial experiences this. And I know you may believe that all we do is twerk on and selfie with everything we see. But you would be wrong. What would you say if I told you that everyone in these pictures taken by Arcata High School Pepperbox staff and this picture taken by Skylar Wrigley were that person behind the desk, were that person with the chaos and the stress building up? But before I move on, I want to talk about 2 examples we have where we try to save time and where it goes wrong. In Japan, there is a high-speed railway system that travels hundreds of miles per hour. This is capitalism at its best. We can save so much time. Go, 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 and work, work, work. But this is something else. This is death. And that's why, to make up for a lost 90 seconds, a 23-year-old train engineer was speeding when his train jumped off the tracks at a curve and hurtled into a 9-story apartment building on Monday morning. In Japan, where they're driven, in any society, where they're driven by this punctuality and this obsession with saving time, we're willing to risk the lives of people over a deadline. We're willing to risk and harm ourselves over this obsession with saving time. And even worse is in South Korea. In South Korea, they have the 2nd highest ranked educational system in the world. But they also have the #1 suicide rate in the world. 140 South Korean students took their lives just in 2012. And this government study that said that cited exam stress, family obligations, and social obligations as some of the main causes. Now, let's get back to millennials. I'm a millennial. I'm an AP student. I understand. I'm in so many clubs that I can't keep up sometimes, so I understand. Whether you're AP, IB, honors, whether you're a musician or an artist, you understand that urge, and you have experienced that urge to save time. And I would have succumbed to that if it weren't for a mystery man that changed the way I look at life. Not many of you know his real age, but you all know him for his enthusiasm, his confusing directions, his hour-long conversations, and for knowing just about everyone in Humboldt County. So, when I was getting my homework for that night, my mom had a conversation with James Washington. And what James said was so profound that it changed the way I look at life and changed the way I managed my time. He said, "No, I'm not going to let him quit. Because if he stops running, he's going to jump off of a bridge or something." Well, maybe that was a little extreme, but it made me look at myself and made me think of the way I manage my time and my stressful life that I live. And it made me realize that there's a bit of a paradox. The more time we try to save, the more we end up losing. And the more time we think we lose from these types of activities that take away from our schedules, the more time we're actually saving because we become less exhausted, more driven, and more relaxed. We become more efficient. So what James said struck me. I thought, did he really just say that? Was that something that I was told? I was so surprised by this. But yet, inspired. So, you all need to find this idea, this passion, this action, this activity that drives you, and that although it may seem like it takes time away from your busy schedules, it's actually making you more efficient and therefore saving time for you. I think that you should all take advantage of this, wait for it, timely advice. Thank you.